The 4 principles of System 7. Number 4 is consultation. And this is something that you're going to ask of your upline. They're not going to call you and say, hey, man, I haven't seen you in a while. Come on. It's something that you ask so that your business can get to where you want it to be. And that means freedom. And you can ask, what am I doing that could be improved? Or what am I not doing that I'm not seeing? And your upline has a way of looking into your business, pulling up the statistics, really, and then helping guide you and navigate through the areas that may not feel as comfortable for you starting out. Some of the vitals that you would talk to your upline about are how many people you had at the event, how many people you have in your circle group that are on ADR. Are you a fit executive? Are you breeding and helping other people break away as executives and be fit executives? We know that the percentage of success and the lack of attrition skyrockets when people are fit and that their volume is up. And so how is that working for you? Are you able to pull that up and take a look at it? And more importantly, we have these little goals that we set for ourselves that are all part of a bigger picture of that dream, that vision, the reason why we came into this business. And all of us have a very different why. And we all come with different tools in our toolbox and different talents and skills. But the common thread that levels the playing field is System 7. And what it does is it allows every single person to be the best that they can be and use the tools to help them build their business. And your upline can help you find out what your strengths are and then play on those. There's a big difference between the emotion and what drives us, which is on the inside, and then just going through the checklist of the action steps that you're doing on a daily basis to make that happen. And so we do calls sometimes to see how many contacts you made, how many follow-ups did you make, how many presentations did you make, how many sign-ups did you get. And along the way of getting our big vision, we have to make sure, I always use the metaphor, if you're gonna run a marathon and you're asking a personal trainer to prepare you, well, if you're running it in 2 months as opposed to 2 years from now, the training's gonna be very different. And so your goal and your pace have to be aligned. And so when you get with your upline and you talk about your goal, their job is to then help you create a strategy. And you always begin with the end in mind. You gotta know your outcome, what you want. And then we'll help put a strategy in place to get you there. There are a lot of people that are all about the activity and the checklist, and they haven't necessarily connected their trip through Nu Skin with that long-range vision. And that can be a journey, an emotional journey for people that are starting this business because they've probably never been in a culture like this that actually celebrates the dreams and the visions and nurtures them and gives you a place to make them happen. And so when you're working with your upline, you're probably going to find that it's a very safe place for you to talk about some of the struggles, some of the buttons that you may have, some of the belief systems that you have to unravel in order to find out what's stopping you. Because ultimately, as you're on this journey, you're gonna get your buttons pushed. A kite cannot fly with the wind, it has to fly against the wind. And we have to have struggle in order to soar. And sometimes we think, oh my gosh, I'm struggling, so that means I'm not cut out for this business. When in fact, the very struggles that you go through are what make you who you are and what the journey will do in delivering your dreams and giving you something to teach from stage.